I'm Mary.
And I'm Mike.
And we're with M Squared, Enjoying the Now. So today we're going to talk about our expectations that we had going full-time and some of the things you might want to think about before you go full-time. So the first thing is money.
Money.
Yeah. So when we first started, it was like vacation time. So then we realized, okay, we're not on vacation. This is the way we live. We can't be going to every restaurant we want, going to all the different entertainment places and
breweries,
stuff.
Breweries,
wineries, yeah, those are fun. But we have to budget. So you got to just remember that you're not on vacation, you're living. So we are now at that point, beginning January 1st, we kind of calmed down on spending. And when we were in Anchorage, we didn't go out to eat. Hardly ever did.
Right.
And so now we're like, why are we thinking we can just do that all the time now? So we're back to eating at home, and it's working out fine.
Yeah, so we make a bunch of little meals. We're always hitting Costco for the discounts. We don't buy a lot of stuff in bulk. Maybe coffee is the biggest thing. But now we're just kind of, when you RV, you got to downsize, and you got to downsize the money too at the same time.
Right. And then one of the things I didn't realize, well, I should have realized, is that all the RV parks and places that we stay, everybody's so much older than us. And I know it's because we kind of retired young. We're not that young, but we're younger than a lot of people. But they're all very nice, and they're, like to share their wisdom and what they've done. And a lot of them are just snowbirds. But I also think about how we did the right thing, because I see some of them are struggling in their older age, and it's like, okay, that's why we decided to call ourselves Enjoying the Now, because that's what we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
The last park we were at, older couple, he had Parkinson's and stuff, and that was like their only means of living was in an RV park. And it was pretty reasonable, not a bad place, and had all the amenities. But I had to help them with their propane the other day. They had them both laying on the ground. They had a little 20-pound tank hooked up. So I had to go bend the rod back, get everything re-hooked up, and they were all depressed because they thought they were going to have to get rid of their two 40-pounders because somebody told them they were out of date. So I told them just take them down to Tractor Supply or a propane dealer, and they'll recertify them because they looked brand new. So it's nice to help the other people out there too.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you find people are a lot older than you are, about your age, or what? And then I also wanted to ask you, on our first topic, is what do you do to save money? Do you make your meals ahead of time? Do you try to hit those Costco buy a hot dog for $1.50 thing, or what do you do?
We haven't made it to eating the dog food yet, but
no, and everything's good. So another thing that I realize is that we don't socialize very much. Maybe I'm at fault too. I'm trying to build my business online, and I've been stuck inside my RV working. Something I thought that I would stop doing is working so much, but it'll all be worth it. You just don't see people, sitting out their lawn chairs like you do when you're camping for the weekend, and many people.
But it's been pretty cold here in Florida and in Georgia. So not a lot of people sitting out. Maybe around the fire. We had some good talks past few nights sitting around the fire with some other people, older people, but it was pretty good. It's just cold.
And a lot of people live in these RV parks like extended time so that they can work in their area, and they do save a lot of money by living at an RV park rather than renting an apartment or something.
Yeah.
But I was looking forward to meeting a lot more people, and that's not happening. But at the same time, I think I'm at fault too.
Yeah.
Mike
It'll get
likes
there.
to go out there and he walks the dogs in the morning in his robe and slippers and, you know, picking up dog poop, and so he gets to meet all the other dog walkers.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. And I guess one of the things, I'm watching behind me because there was just a sign here that said watch for alligators, and if any of you know me, know that I'm afraid of everything. So anyway, well, stop it, asshole.
Anyway.
God. Let me get my composure. So my next topic was you better love your partner when you're RVing full time.
Come on. Look.
You just dropped a notch. Because you're together all the time, and I mean all the time.
Dogs get a lot of walking, by the way.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a good thing that we get along for the most part, you know, and he gets on his computer, I get on mine, and we go into separate areas. That's what we love about our Grand Design 380 FL, which means a front living room, and it has 3 separate areas in the RV. And, you know, I can go in the bedroom and he can be in the living room, and we're fine. We get along great though, so it helps.
Yep, and I'm always thinking of stuff to modify, update, fix. There's always something to fix.
Yeah.
Getting something ready for dinner, getting the barbecue ready.
Yeah, fixing me a drink.
Yeah, that too,
so
yeah.
He's good to me. But we also play rummy at night, and I did win this week.
Once. I
gotta
let her win.
I gotta make sure everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you're together all the time, maybe you can tell us, what games do you play? You know, I'm trying to find 2-player card games or something. Some of the other games we have just don't work right with just 2 people.
And a lot of the parks, when we were just at, they have a, what do they call it, with the little ball, the...
Croquet?
No, that they bat back and forth. What is that? Pickleball.
Oh.
So a couple of places had pickleball. There were some that have horseshoe pits.
Miniature golf.
Yeah, a lot of them have miniature golf on them. Right now we're at Jacksonville Naval Air Station, so there's a ton of stuff. There's a golf course right next door.
They have free
Beautiful day
laundry
out.
here,
Yeah,
free
free
Wi-Fi.
laundry.
I mean, it is awesome here.
You know, what can you expect from a free laundry?
Yeah. But we'll talk about laundry later.
Yeah.
That's on our list. One other thing that I feel, when we were going to go full time, we were thinking about waiting till our dogs passed away, or, you know, waiting for us to retire when we got older, and we decided we weren't going to wait. So one thing though has been challenging is bringing the dogs, and, you know, I feel sorry for them because it's been stressful on them too. They used to have free will, you know, at our house. They had a doggy door and they'd go in and out and do whatever they wanted. And now, you know, they're stuck in the trailer when they have to tell us when they want out. And sometimes it's dark, and I refuse to go out in the dark. As I stated early, I'm afraid of everything.
Yeah, so, you know, take them out in the morning, take them out in the evening, or in between, whatever we're doing, or they'll sit outside with us. But we did buy a bunch of fencing material, nice fold up, fits real neatly in the storage. And one place we had set it out, they says, nope, you can't have it. Then the next place says, yeah, not a problem. So we have to be aware when we make reservations to make sure that we can do that. If not, then we can just set something else up from there.
Yeah, and that way we can just open the door and they can kind of go in and out.
Yeah.
And we'll put the link for that fencing down below in the comments.
Yep.
It's been one of our biggest lifesavers. But our dogs have been troopers. We love them, and they're now 13 and almost 12. So, you know, we would be really heartsick if we had left them behind.
Yeah.
And so they'll be okay. They'll get used to it. And they love getting in the truck. So, but it is challenging. We can't just take off and go, you know, to amusement park all day long because we know we have to get back. We did get on Rover and get a dog sitter for a weekend, which was nice, and we went and visited some friends in St. Simon's Island, Georgia. And also, I'll give you our link for Rover down below in the comments. Use our link. I think you can even get an extra $20 off. But we met some really nice people, and they really cared for our dogs, and it's a great option when you just want to get away for the day or weekend. and they're well taken care of. The thing we didn't expect is it would be cold in Florida.
Yeah.
We're in Florida now, and
yeah.
Today's been the first day that's been kind of nice.
Yeah, it's really nice
this
today.
round anyway. It was warmer earlier, a few weeks ago, but yeah, it did get cold out here. When we were going to leave, though, we were preparing. We were watching lots of YouTube videos, and what was going to make our lives easier. About internet and getting the right grill.
Yeah. Well, and everybody's talking about internet, and they couldn't get it here, so they had to buy another phone. Couldn't get it here, and numerous ones we saw where they had 4 or 5 different services. Sprint, AT&T, and Verizon, whatever.
Yeah.
So we kind of got on the bandwagon when we hit California. 0 AT&T service. One little dinky area in California we stayed, couldn't get any, and we were there for a week or so, I think.
Yeah.
So we needed something. Ended up getting Verizon. That sucked. Nobody knew how to work the stuff. We couldn't log on, and now we have AT&T and Sprint. So AT&T works pretty good everywhere,
but they don't give you much hotspot time.
Yeah, our hotspot was only 15 gigs per phone, so that's 2 of us plus an iPad. That's 3. But when we joined Sprint, we got 100 gigs of hotspot per device. So that's working out pretty good.
Yeah. But Sprint has been kind of spotty here in northern Florida, but I think it'll get better.
Yeah, but we are also told to get a WeBoost.
Oh yeah.
We watched a lot of YouTube videos on that, and how they set it up. Pretty easy to set up. I mean, you just plug it in, put an antenna up on the roof. Don't do it. It sucks.
Yeah, it gives you boosted cell service, but we have not found that it's worked ever.
No, and we're learning a lot of the stuff we get. Even when we do the research, a lot of these people are paid to give their opinion, or they're given the equipment to give a good opinion. So we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
We'll check it out first. If we have to get it, we'll get it. We'll run some tests. If it doesn't work, we just take it back.
Yeah. Do you use the WeBoost? If maybe we're doing something wrong, I don't know. Let us know how it works for you. As we stated earlier, we were talking about money. It's really a good idea to get on the local community's event calendars and just find out what's free. Some museums are free, just walking along the water carefully here in Florida, taking a bicycle ride, which we do on our electric bikes, which we love. We love to play golf, and we do some of these late afternoon golf specials.
Yeah.
You can get they'll include a lunch and golf and everything, and they don't charge very much. So really seeking out some of those savings is a good thing to do, because everywhere you go you want to do something.
Yeah.
And I said we were going to talk about laundry earlier, and that's another thing that was expensive. So laundry, that was one of the things we thought about. Should we do laundromats? Should we get a washer and dryer, which we have all the space for it in our RV? Yeah. But the washer and dryer is, roughly $1,000 to $1,200. And so I thought, well, shoot, we can do laundry at laundromats for 2 years before we pay that off. But now that we've been using laundromats, and thankfully we've had family along the way to do laundry, I just want my own washer and dryer. So I can do laundry whenever I want.
Yeah, so we searched and searched all the Home Depots, the Lowe's, and of course the RV sites are Camping World, and they got the little Splendid or whatever they call them, little 110 things, and nobody has any good reviews. I don't care what they say. We just met a people that had one, and they could leave for the whole day and it would still be running on one cycle just to get a little, a couple pair of underwear and socks done. So luckily we went to a Home Depot or Lowe's, I don't know which one it was, but I'll post where I got it from. We found General Electric. I wouldn't call them full size. They're 2.5 cubic feet each, washer and dryer, stackable. Pretty good price. They had 25% discount, and then I got my military discount on top of that. The only thing is, this is $220. Well, our RV, along with the majority of the RVs, the tow behinds, only have 110 plugs. So I'm going to be doing a video of modifying my breaker box and putting in a 240 plug into the laundry room, because that's what it runs on. And then the washer runs a 110 from the dryer up to that. But I'll show you all that when it comes down. I'll have a little flow chart and how I do it. A lot of people ask about how I rigged up the breaker box, because I did put solar on. So there was a few changes in there, and now I'll have to change it again to run the 2 phases for the 240, but I'll get into that later.
Yeah, geek speak. Anyway, we opted for the vented dryer because we heard a lot of people talking about the ventless taking a long time to dry, and so we didn't want that. But I think it'll be nice to just throw some small things here and there.
Yeah.
And you know,
sorry about the noise. We're on a naval air station, so they're launching right now.
So their ships are launching.
The ships are launching.
But one of the things that you hear about, oh, you can go RV and boondock everywhere. Well, we thought we'd do that. One thing I know we did not want to do is we didn't want to boondock in a Cracker Barrel parking lot or a Walmart parking lot. I mean, I think those are for emergencies. So I don't want to say I'd never ever do that, but
our rig's too big.
Yeah,
anyway.
We'd have to open the slide outs, and no, we didn't do this, going full time to be in a Walmart parking lot. There's no way.
Yeah.
So we do stay in RV parks. We just stayed in some state parks, but the RV parks, and we opted to go ahead and get 1,000 trails, like we've mentioned before in some of our videos, and we upgraded that into the all zones, so you get the entire lower 48. I think it's Alaska also. But you can reserve up to 6 months in advance. And we had a real good experience with the guy who is a salesperson. He wasn't pushy or anything. He just really educated us, and we realized that it was the way to go. So we stay at a lot of 1,000 trails, campgrounds, and when we have full hookups, it's going to be easy to just do our laundry there. And we do pay, like we're paying here at the NAS Jacksonville, and it's not very much. But so I think that was one of the expectations we had, is that we could boondock for free, and we put solar and everything. But I realized I don't really want to be in the boonies with nobody around. So anyway, so although we're talking about stuff that we didn't expect or expected or whatever, we didn't expect all the beautiful places we'd see, and waking up to the beautiful sunrises and the sunsets, we go to bed with, and we get to be on this lake here in Jacksonville, and just, it's been wonderful. We love it. We've been asked several times, when are we gonna go back home, but we don't know, and we don't care.
Yep.
So we're gonna continue to just keep enjoying the now and visiting the entire lower 48, and see where we want to make our forever home if we decide to do that.
Yep.
So let us know your experiences. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, like us, thumbs up, and hit the bell if you want to know when we post something else. We've been kind of slacking on that, but we'll get better. Anyway, see ya.
Sayonara.